We back in this. We won some prizes last time in Pokemon Stadium. We're going to win some more prizes tonight. The people have been asking. They've been asking on Frank's stream, where's Joey? And I made a reappearance. I made 2 reappearances, and we're going to be making more. I'm going to be going on more regularly. I'm going to be catching all the Pokemon, and I'm catching all the Pokemon on the Nintendo 64. That's right, this is a retro stream. A little retro rewind. A little retro rewind action stream. We're getting all the action, and tomorrow I'm going to Action Park. Welcome on in, Legend Singleton. Here we go. So tonight, I'm going to be going back into the Pokemon Stadium, and hopefully I'm going to be winning myself a Hitmonchan. And after I win myself a Hitmonchan, hopefully I'll win myself a Bulbasaur. And maybe I'll get a couple more Eevees. I probably won't get exactly what I need, but we're going to get there, and we're going to get there eventually. So come along with me on this journey as we catch them all. God bless you and God bless America. Play ball. Let me start this. Let's start this out. Let's do this. There we go. There we go. I got to get this going on my screen now. They're asking me to update the terms and conditions. Legend Singleton is first. He's the first one in here. Welcome on in, Legend Singleton. Thank you. What is this? Asking me for terms of use and billing and... I don't... Later. Okay. We're not doing that now. Why does my TV act like a computer and ask me to do all these things in the most inopportune times? There we go. That's the Pokemon Stadium. Oh, that's a little playback. There we go. And we're in this. And we're going. And we're off to the races. Okay, going to that gym leader castle. And doing the Elite Four. Pikachu, Charizard, Venusaur, Alakazam, Blastoise, and Mewtwo. And we're going with our typical leads, Mewtwo, Alakazam, and then whoever else that we think is most opportune for the battle. For this one, we typically either go with Pikachu or Venusaur. I've been leaning more towards Pikachu. I've been leaning more towards Pikachu because of those Ice-type Pokemon. All right, let me reselect those because I wasn't paying attention. Yeah. Those Ice-type Pokemon could kill Venusaur. We lead with our Mewtwo. Depends on what they throw out. If it's Lapras, we might go out with Amnesia, but we could one-shot him with a Thunderbolt. We have our Mewtwo running with Thunderbolt. There you go, super effective. The Lapras is harder to kill. She typically leads with the Lapras. Articuno, you see, this is why we got Pikachu in here and we don't have Venusaur. All right, Hemlock says, "Hail to the king, baby."
Hail to the king, baby.
I love that picture of Frank and Ricky. Yeah, Frank is on right now. I'm sure you guys both know, but Frank is on right now, so check that out. What's up? We're back. I was in Frank's stream, and you know what? Talking about coming back made me be like, you know what? When I get home, I'll get on the stream. I was coming from dinner. I popped open Frank's stream, went in the chat for a little bit, got home, and I'm like, I'm going to take a shower, and I'm going to go on for a little bit. I'm going to play some Pokemon. I'm going to try to get some more of these prizes. Almost as good as Ricky Bobby. The picture of both of them, it's perfect. It's perfect. Ricky's not down here now, but I'm sure he's going to be barreling his way downstairs. Nick's going to be coming down to work. Tonight's going to be a late night for him. I don't know why. He's usually out of his busy season by now. But he's been keeping very busy outside of work. He's been going on a lot of dates recently. He's a ladies' man now. All right, who am I going up against? All right, so we typically either do Blastoise or Venusaur now. Let's do Blastoise. Okay, I'm going to tell you, this is a funny story. Here's a funny story for you guys. So my brother matched with this girl on Hinge, and he was talking to her for a little bit. He went on a date with her. They got coffee, and she told him, oh, I work at this restaurant. He's like, I'm going to come to that restaurant. I'm going to show up at that restaurant. So we ended up deciding to go out to that restaurant tonight. And funny enough, this restaurant hosts these volleyball tournaments. And there's a volleyball league over there. I had actually seen my friend play in one of these volleyball games. So when my brother said, oh, this is the restaurant, I was like, I've been there. How do I know this place? So I text my friend who's in this volleyball league. I'm like, is this where your volleyball games are? She goes, yeah. And I go, oh, we're going there tonight. She goes, nice. My game's at 9. So we went there. We saw our friend who plays volleyball. We didn't see the girl that Nick was talking to on Hinge, but still a good time. Service wasn't too good at that place, though. I mean, I'm sure the service would have been better if that girl was there. Because they, like, forgot about our food. We ordered burgers and wings. And they said, all right, the wings are going to be out first. And then the burgers came out. And then after we finished our burgers, we're like, we never got the wings. So I asked the guy, I'm like, hey, you guys got the wings still? And he says to me, yeah, like, do you want them, like, wrapped? And I'm like, what? He's like, you want them on the bone? I go, yeah. And he goes, okay, so if they have them back there ready, you still want them? And I'm like, yeah, man, that's like why I'm coming over here. So, like, I think they forgot about the wings. 15 minutes later, 20 minutes later, they bring over the wings. Horrible wings. I'm expecting, like, their bar wings are going to be good wings. Crap wings. Yeah, Nick and his girlfriend broke up. It's for the best. Welcome on NVA Tracks. So, yeah, I got a burger, bacon on it, wings that were trash. Oh, anytime VA Tracks. You were playing that Donkey Kong. That music for Donkey Kong is wild. Like, as I rated you, I like start to break down my whole set over here. But, like, I wanted to comment. I was going to comment, and then I just, like, stopped because I was getting called in all kinds of different directions. I had to take Rick out at that time, so that's why I abruptly left the stream. Yeah, that Donkey Kong song that goes dun 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 do 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 do. Yeah, I love that. I love that song. I'm gonna tell you an actual story, true story. We would put that song on a 10-hour loop in the car, and we just drive around with it, just blasting, windows down. And people would get in the car, like our friends. We wouldn't do this to, like, complete poor strangers. We'd have our friends get in the car. Friends who, like, we could torture a little bit, and we just kept it going. They're like, you going to put something else on? No. And then they'd eventually get into it. It would get stuck in their head. It's actually stuck in my head right now with me thinking about it. I love wings. How do you screw those up? This is how they screwed them up. They didn't put any sauce on them. They were plain. They were a little undercooked. Little chewy, little too chewy. It wasn't good. Typically, bars have good wings. They had garbage wings. So I was not happy with that. You know who has good wings? Yard House. Yard House has good wings. I was in New York City last week. My girlfriend's Colombian. She wanted to watch the Colombian football game, soccer, football, whatever. She wanted to watch the Colombian football game, if you're watching. And we were going to go to a Colombian bar in Queens because apparently there's a ton of Colombians in Queens. But one of her friends who was already there was like, hey, bar's filled. They're not letting anyone else in. I snuck in. You're not going to get in. So me and her ended up going to the Yard House in Times Square. She had never been at a Yard House before, or as I like to call Yard House, Yard Rats. And I was trying to convince her to get like one of those like really tall yard beers. I wasn't going to drink it, but I told her if she got it, I'd split it with her. She didn't end up getting it, but we ended up going in and getting the wings. And they have a really good dry rub wings. Oh, where's the dog? Ricky's upstairs.
Where's the dog?
Welcome on in, Death Clonic. Welcome on in, Enough Dragon. Yard half swings is good. Chicken died for that crap. Yeah, it's a shame when a chicken dies for very subpar wings. You can do so many good things with a chicken. Chicken breast, grilled chicken, chicken cutlet. Ton of good chicken things. And it died for some pretty crappy wings. Probably a few chickens died for some pretty crappy wings. Even Jack in the Box got new wings. They're pretty good. I've never had Jack in the Box in my life, believe it or not. Having a good night? Good. Now I'm thinking about wings. Buffalo Wild Wings. There's a Buffalo Wild Wings by me that is really bad. I used to really like it, and I think I have one by me that's pretty good too. But I had one by me. It was in a mall. It was really bad. Like during COVID and the lockdowns, we ordered a bunch of wings. I think we ordered like 50 wings or so from there. And they came out very undercooked. And I haven't gone back there. I've gone to other ones and they've been a lot better. But yeah, Yard House has great wings. They have a great lemon pepper dry rub. I actually ordered the lemon pepper dry rub. My girlfriend got the barbecue wings. And she tried one of mine, and then she just took my wings and gave me the barbecue ones. But it's all right. The barbecue ones are good, too. Honey barbecue's goated. Undercooked chicken is horrible. It is hard. It'll make you, like, not want to eat chicken. And chicken is, like, one of the few things that I love to eat. When is Nick coming back? He's probably going to pop in at some point. He's been busy. He's been going out. He's been going on dates. He's been living life, talking to women and all that now. He had like 5 different dates this past week. And when I say 5, I'd realistically mean probably more than 2. I feel like it's been 5. Well, if it makes you feel better, I've been losing track of the girls. I can't keep track of them. All right, 2 for sure this past work week, and then more last week. Dates. Yeah, this is actually one of his dates. One of his dates. He met a girl on Hinge, and he rode the train with her into the city, and they got Starbucks in Port Authority. That was one of his dates. He was supposed to have a gym date yesterday, but she rescheduled it. But she's still texting him, so it seems like they're good to go. He's supposed to have a date somewhere down the shore, not tomorrow, but the next day, but the girl hasn't confirmed, so he doesn't know if that's going to happen. This is me just sharing all of my brother's nonsense on the internet. But he's out there. He's out there. He's having a good time. Some of them hentai pillows. Actually, every single one of them was a hentai pillow. He actually had in his requirements like must look like a hentai character. Don't talk to me unless you put a anime filter on. If you don't know what anime is, you're not the one. Yeah, but Nick should be popping down sometime soon. And I know he's going to be working a little bit. His busy season ended a couple months ago, but he's still putting in the occasional late night. Took a break today. Oh yeah, he's wearing his own Google glasses, putting the anime filter on people. That's funny. All right, we knocked out the Rivals Jolteon. The Rivals Jolteon is horrible. For the love of Donovan's Reef. You know something funny? Nick was actually down the shore. He was down the shore with me last week, and we were a little bit further south than where Donovan's Reef is. He wasn't there. Oh, see, this is why we switched into Charizard. But I think the week before, he was actually pretty close over there. And I'm like, if you go there, you have to take a picture in front of it. And we have to make this a redemption on the channel. It's you in front of Donovan's Reef. That still needs to be a redemption. With, like, the voiceover of Nick being like, Donovan's Reef. I lost my virginity at Donovan's Reef. And it just shows a picture of him in front of it. And then maybe, like, the glasses coming down over his face. And then, like, maybe someone's, like, crappy cover of Snoop Dogg's Smoke Weed Every Day. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, we do a crappy acapella version. Me, Frank, and Nick. So we don't get copyright striked. I bought the GBA charger off eBay for $4 6 months ago, and it already broke. Damn. I'm sorry to hear that, man. You know, Nintendo could be really crappy with some of these chargers. All my GBA chargers held up pretty well. The GBA charger also charges the original 3DS, or the original DS. I'm sorry, I don't know if you know that, like the silver one. And then the chargers are different for the DS Lite. And I'm guessing the DSi. And then 3DS chargers are something completely different. But for some reason, the 3DS, at least the 3DSs that I got, didn't come with 3DS chargers, which was very strange. So I had to buy my own 3DS chargers. They weren't secondhand chargers or anything like that either. Which is weird. I'm going to tell you guys something, though. Here's some interesting news. You ready for this? I have a friend who's in Japan right now. He's visiting Japan. He's with his fiance. They went to, like, Tokyo Disney. And I told him, like, hey, if you're in Japan, like, look for, like, Japanese Pokemon games for me. And he actually FaceTimed me while I was at dinner. He picked up Japanese Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Fire Red. I was actually looking for all of the third generation Japanese games. They didn't have Emerald or Leaf Green, and then he went to another store and he found them. He's like, they're more expensive here. Do you want them? But they were pretty cheap. He was telling me that, like, all of them were between $20 and $30, which I thought was, like, pretty wild. So when he said that they were more expensive, I'm like, okay, what are they? He's like 40 and like 60, and I'm like, yeah, get them. So he picked me up all of the Generation 3 Pokemon games, which I thought was pretty sick. He's going to be taking them back, and hopefully we'll get to them on stream. Getting wrapped up in hammocks. Bad flute version. Frank joked earlier saying Nick not around because he missed the mayor of Donovan's Reef. What is? Oh, you got the Celebi disc. Japanese Emerald and Coliseum. That's awesome. I actually sent a text message to my friend. I'm like, see if they have this. This is probably more rare. Oh, we beat the rival. I'm not even paying attention to the game. I'm getting into this conversation with you guys. This is what I missed about streaming. So I sent him a picture of all of the Game Boy Advance cartridges. Like, he played it growing up. He played these games, but I don't think he would know by looking at it, like, which one's which and which one's that with the Japanese writing. And I was like, just see if they have this, but this is going to be really rare. And I kind of explained to him, like, this is the only way that you could get Celebi. You have to get the game and get this promo disc. The promo disc only comes from pre-ordering. Let's see what the Pokemon present is. I'm hoping for Eevee, Hitmonchan, or Bulbasaur. Eevee, Hitmonchan, or Bulbasaur. I already have an Eevee. I need a Hitmonchan or a Bulbasaur. Hitmonchan. All right, there we go. So we need a Bulbasaur. That's pretty good. And he's like, that sounds like it would be expensive. And I go, it might not be as expensive in Japan. Oh, wait, I can't do this now. I got to go to Professor Oak's lab and retrieve this. So the first store that he went to, they said they have it, but they're very expensive. And he called me. He's like, they have it, but they're very expensive. I'm like, all right, well, ask him how much it is. And he's like, all right, he's going to go in the back and he's going to check. And I go, okay, all right, have him go in the back and check. And then we're waiting for him to come back, and then they go, actually, they're all out. And I'm like, all right, that's fine. And the second store, I don't know if he checked or not. I do know that after I told him to get those other games, he's like, hey, could you Venmo me, like, now? And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll Venmo you now. I think it was just, like, more expensive than he thought it was going to be. It's a lot at once. I think it came out to, like, a total of $181, but I'm going to use them. It's worth it, and it's a lot cheaper than what I get over here. It's not every day that I have a friend in Japan who could like pick up these games for me. All right, let's do this again. Do you have your phone? I have my phone. I got CIB, Japanese Coliseum, and the disc for like $40 off eBay. Yo, yeah, that is really lucky. Someone got the Celebi disc in Japan for $70 recently. Yeah, that's probably the Celebi disc alone. That's probably the Celebi disc alone. Like, you have to also get the game. Like, to use it, from what I understand, you have to beat the game completely. Or, like, the main story, I don't know if you have to purify all the shadow Pokemon and get Ho-Oh, but you have to beat the game completely, and then you have to, then you're able to use the disc. Whereas with our disc, our promo disc over here, you have to, you could just put in the disc and you could put it to your game. You don't have to beat the game to get it. How long is he there? I think he's going to be leaving soon. He went down before the 4th of July. I think it's been about a week. I think it's been over a week. I know he went to Disney. He did that already. That was their big reason for going. Him and his fiance, they're like both Disney adults, and they love that. He picked up a Switch. He's not a big video game guy, but he picked up a Switch in Japan. I'm like, make sure it's not region locked. He said it wasn't. I don't know if Switches come in region locked or not. I know a lot of Nintendo's other stuff does. I know the 3DS is region locked. I had to jailbreak that one. I know that the N64 is region locked, but there's a really easy workaround. Frank tried calling. Hold on. I didn't get the call. I had my phone literally right next to me. Oh. Yeah, hold on. Let me call him back. I don't know why I didn't get that. Yeah, he didn't answer now. That's all right. That's all right. We'll get him later. I'm sure he'll call back. I'm gonna put sound on my phone. That's weird though, because I don't know. Hail the king! Hail the king!
Hail to the king, baby.
Beat the game, purify all the shadow Pokemon, and beat the Elite Four on Emerald. That is a lot to do to get Celebi. But it sounds like something I would do on stream. Sounds like something I would do on stream. You didn't waste it. I tried calling him back. I don't know why this didn't. This usually vibrates. I don't know. Hail the king. Redeem Hail the king. Now he missed the call. He has a headset on. No, I have an iPhone. Phone tag. Hello, Justice Fries. Welcome on in. Playing phone tag with Frank and playing Pokemon Stadium. Look at this. Look at my beautiful Nintendo 64 transfer pack. Oh, I'm gonna tell you guys something else. I don't know if you guys were here or heard last stream, but I went to my local video game store after they posted online that they had Pokemon Stadium 2. And I went there as soon as I finished work. I think they posted maybe around like noon. I showed up there a little bit after 6. I'm like, hey, do you guys still have that Pokemon Stadium 2? And they said, we have it, but someone has it reserved. They have it reserved until 8 o'clock tonight. If you call tomorrow at 10 or 11, we could reserve it for you. You can come pick it up whenever. And I say, okay. I was a little bummed out about it. And then that's when I went on stream, and I'm like, I couldn't get it. I missed it, whatever. So the next day, I was sitting around. I didn't have a patient at the time, and I check, and I'm like, oh, it's 11. And 11 at the dot, I call up the store, and I'm like, hey, do you guys still have it? They still had it. And check this out. Hold on, let me go grab it. Here we go. Pokemon Stadium 2. And oh, this tag is holding it. So when we finish Pokemon Stadium 1, we can play some Pokemon Stadium 2. And look at what I got over here too. I got something else in here. Another Nintendo 64 transfer pack. So you may be asking yourself, Joey, you already have a Nintendo 64 transfer pack. Why did you need another? To which I may say, good question. There is an answer. There's a method to all this. And that is that if I have 2 of them, and I have Frank here, and we're playing through Pokemon, we can battle each other with the cartridges on Pokemon Stadium. And that could be pretty fun. I think that could be pretty interesting. I think that would make for a good stream. So we got to get Frank back in here sometime soon. We got to get further in Pokemon. We got to get Frank back in here sometime soon. That would be a fun stream. Pokemon Battle to end all Pokemon battles. See, I think it's going to take us a few streams to get through and beat the game of Red and Blue version. But I think maybe at the end of each stream, like when we're sticking a pin in it, we're like, all right, let's just pop it in Stadium and we'll just do one battle. And I'm going to tell you, I think Frank's going to win, and I'm going to tell you why. Frank is doing the classic strategy of over-leveling one Pokemon, and his starter, he started with Squirtle, he's got like a Wartortle, he's got a high-level Wartortle now. His starter is higher than all of my Pokemon's levels, and he has a type advantage because I started with Charmander. And I'm trying to do like a balanced team. I'm wasting all this EXP trying to level up a Magikarp into a Gyarados. I'm going to be wasting EXP trying to evolve an Abra into a Kadabra. And Frank is out there. He's just leveling up his Wartortle and I think a Nidoqueen he was using. Rooting for me? Thank you, Pikachu. You gotta play Nick and smoke him. Yeah. Vegas Bombs is over 9,000. I think I still... Did I level up my Magikarp into a Gyarados? If he's not leveled up into a Gyarados, he's close. That was a couple weeks ago now. That was a couple weeks ago. I gotta watch the VOD. I put it up on YouTube. It's on there. I gotta put some of these other ones up here. I still have some of my old Crystal streams that I haven't uploaded. And I didn't upload my first Pokemon Stadium stream. But I got it. Loser chugs. Loser chugs the Hennessy. We're going to bring back the Hennessy for that. The stream that will not be archived. The Hennessy stream. If you were there, you know. I'm going to go to a water park tomorrow, as I usually do. I get a season pass to Mountain Creek every single year. And I went there once already with my brother and one of our friends. And I'm going to be taking my girlfriend and her friend from Colombia there tomorrow. And I hope we get some good weather. It's been really hot where I've been. Hot and a little humid. I think it was in the 90s today. And every single day, it says it's going to storm, it says it's going to rain, and then it's not. I've been checking the weather all day tomorrow. On my app on my phone, it says rain. But when you look at the breakdown of time, where it says it's going to rain, it doesn't look like it's going to rain until 9 p.m., so it shouldn't be a problem. Hopefully it won't. Death Clonic was there for the stream. Death Clonic was there for the Hennessy stream. We will never talk about that again. Or we will never... That will never air again. There are clips of it. You can see clips. You can see little clips on my channel of the Hennessy stream, but that's it. Check the National Weather Service. I should do that. Crossing my fingers that we don't get rained out. Sometimes when it's a little overcast, it's probably the best time to go. But I'm going on a Friday. I don't have work tomorrow. She doesn't have work tomorrow. She's out dancing in New York with her friend from Colombia now. We took her down to the Jersey Shore, and she kept saying, like, is there a place I can dance here? Is this a place I could dance here? I'm like, you can dance like this here. That's probably the extent of it. But the bars and clubs down there, at least in the seaside area, are not what they used to be. If you guys watch the TV show, The Jersey Shore, they used to have, like, Club Karma and Joey Harrison's Surf Club and Bamboo. And then I was, like, thinking, I'm like, I'm a Joey. I should reopen Joey Harrison's Surf Club. And I'll be the Joey this time. Yeah, all those clubs are gone. Hurricane Sandy destroyed the Surf Club. And then Bamboo and Karma, I think, went out of business either during the lockdowns or shortly thereafter. They were demolished the last couple of years. So there are some bars that are on the boardwalk, but that's pretty much it. It's not really like a dancing going out place. All the apps get their weather there. All right, let me check the National Weather Service right now. I'm going to do that. There we go. Split screen. No, don't. Okay. Let's do this. National Weather Service. Let me see. So it's saying tomorrow, chance of thunderstorms, patchy fog, and heavy rain. Good. Good. That's good. That's good. But when is this, though? Okay. Chance of showers and thunderstorms, then showers likely as possible as thunderstorms after 3 p.m. All right, if I get there at opening at around 11, you could still put in a good day. Some of the storms could produce heavy rainfall, patchy fog before 8 a.m., otherwise mostly cloudy with a high near 84. Chance of precipitation is 60%. Good, good, good. Well, we'll see tomorrow, and we'll adjust accordingly. Only bigger places survived. Looks like it's from 1998. That's pretty good. All right, here we go. Up against Lance now. Mewtwo, Alakazam, and Blastoise. What are you going for right now in Stadium? We need a Bulbasaur. But I would not mind if I had an Eevee, because I could evolve my Eevee into anything else. The other one I use is Windy because it has really cool maps and live camera feeds. That's pretty cool. I will have to check out that one as well. So right now I'm going with this play of using Amnesia on Mewtwo because I know this Lapras is going to try to confuse me. See, no matter what, I'm going to get confused. If I try to one-hit KO him, I'm not going to one-hit KO him. I'm either going to use Thunderbolt, and it's going to hit half of his health, or I'm going to use Thunderbolt, and it's going to hit all of his health. It's going to hit all of his health after I used Amnesia, so we're in the same boat. And I hit myself. That's good. And he used Thunderbolt on me. Classic. It's the classic blunder. Oh, I'm no longer confused. Wow. I'm looking out, guys. This is actually amazing because before I played Pokemon Stadium on stream, I was winning all these battles and getting my ass handed to me by the champion. And now, I'm not trying to jinx it, knock on wood. Every single time I've played on stream, I have taken everyone down fairly easy. You play this game at a friend's house when it was new? I did as well. I never had this game growing up. I recently bought this game in New York City at JBL Games. I know they're an expensive game shop, but the thing that I like about them is whatever you want, they have it. It's just at a really high price, and that's probably the reason why it's still there. But I got it a little bit cheaper from there because the sticker on the cartridge, I guess whoever previously owned it wrote their name on it and then tried to rub it off, and then it's just a warped cartridge sticker. So it was at a moderate price. I think I got it around like $50. So I never had this growing up. I think I played this at a friend's house. And the thing that bothered me about it is when you play, first of all, it's all battles. I really like the exploration aspect of Pokemon, so it kind of was strange to me that it was just battles. So when Coliseum came out, I was all over that because there's like the story element, the exploration, towns and all that. But the thing that I also thought was weird was it makes the opponents as high as your highest level Pokemon. For example, if we only had one level 100 Pokemon and everyone else was level 50, every single one of my opponent's Pokemon would be level 100. So you really got to train your Pokemon up. And the other thing too is, even once you do that, like let's say you do the missing known glitch with that in your Game Boy game, you have to give them the vitamins to max their EVs out, because those hidden stats don't go up unless you either train them to level 100 yourself or train them a really high level yourself or give them those vitamins. Jolteon lived. Just replaced the box too. So yeah, never had this game growing up. My Nintendo 64 game collection has significantly increased within the past few years. I really hope I didn't jinx myself. The games I had growing up were Mario 64, Pokemon Snap. Oh, come on, attack, man. Super Smash Bros. Mario Golf, because my grandpa wanted me to get into golf. And Mario Party 2, great. And recently I bought Mario Party 1, the original Mario Party. Pokemon Stadium 2, and the Ocarina of Time, which I still have to continue playing on stream. I think I did 3 parts of Ocarina of Time, and then I kind of stopped. I was getting frustrated. I'm used to the 3DS version. I'd never played the Nintendo 64 version. He's outspeeding me. Oh no, he's going to go into Executor. I hate Executor. I despise his team when he has Jolteon in the Executor. This is going to be a tough battle because Mewtwo's already dead.
Where's the dog?
Where's the dog? Wait, where's the dog show up?
Where's the dog?
All right, we burned him. But we are poisoned, which is not good, and he leech seeded us, which also is not good. And he's switching out now. That's great. Oh, and they got an Arcanine. That's fantastic. Well, at least Arcanine isn't going to be an absurd threat to me. Oh, but me being leech seeded is going to be annoying. You know, I had to go and jinx myself. I had to go. I never lost the champion battle on stream. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm actually kind of screwed. I have one Pokemon left. I'm screwed. I hope Alakazam crits. That was not a crit. He's going to do Body Slam and paralyze me. Did not paralyze me. Guys, this is a close one. This is the closest one we've had. I hate the Executor. I should be able to outspeed him, though. Hit him with a little Ice Punch. Plus, he's burnt. Come on, outspeed him. There we go. Now we're on an even playing field. The only thing we have to watch out for is that Jolteon might be able to outspeed us, because Jolteon is the fastest Pokemon alive in Gen 1. And he's on 15 health. Okay, you just have to attack. Legend Singleton, the para hacks. Am I gonna do it? I'm pulling through. I'm winning. I won. I did it. That's another win under the belt. Come on, give me the Bulbasaur. Give me the Bulbasaur. Faster than Sonic. Super fast. Gotta go fast. Fastest man alive. Final battle cleared. Hey, we did it. Gym Leader Castle cleared. Let's see what we got. You gotta have Mewtwo doing this. This game cheats using the Paralyze, using the Para Hacks. You gotta have Mewtwo. Alakazam on his own just isn't enough. I know that they say, like, in the metagame, Tauros is pretty good. Tauros is probably the best. I've never used a Tauros. All right, Eevee or Bulbasaur. Eevee or Bulbasaur. Leaning towards Bulbasaur, but if you give me an Eevee, I won't be mad. If you give me another Charmander, I hoard those things. All right, we won a Kabuto. Means we got to keep playing, guys. Means we got to keep playing. Keeps wanting me to put everything in box 5. put it with the other Kabuto. Kabutops is also fast. Kabutops like seems like a prehistoric Scyther to me. Let's go again. We're gonna keep going until it's over. This is round number 3 for this evening. Round number 3. You know what I should do is I should catch a bunch of Scyther in Gen 1. And I make one of them... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Reselect. I make one of them into Scizor. I make one of them into Cleaver when I send them up to the generations. I should do that. Am I staying up late to stream? I might stay on for another like hour or so, maybe another hour and a half. It depends. Not going to go too late because I'm going to be going to a water park tomorrow with my girlfriend and her friend from Colombia. It's going to be my first time taking her there. She's heard all the tales about it from me and my brother. It's going to be the second time of the season that I'm going to be going there. I went there for my first time on July 1st of the season. Get season passes every time. Season passes, season locker. Gonna be heading out around 10 tomorrow. Oh, jinx. Alright, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do Amnesia now. I need to destroy this Jinx, even though I'm poisoned. I'd almost prefer being poisoned in this game than being paralyzed, because I feel like being paralyzed in this game is almost like a death sentence. For you. For the computer, they can still attack and they're fine. But for you, it kind of screws you over. The other thing that's really annoying in this game is if, like, you go up against Lance's Dragonair and the Dragonair uses Wrap, because that'll continue to attack until you're dead. I heard Fire Spin is the same way, except I attempted that with my Charizard in this game, not on stream, and I was not able to do that. And Clamp with Cloyster is the same too. A lot of these trainers, they have the Lapras. Lapras is a beast. Lapras has really strong defense. It's got a lot of moves that are very strong offensively to use too. See, even with me using Amnesia and a super effective move, he still survived. The Lapras typically leads with confusing you, and then they rely on hacks to make you die. I was still able to hit. That's pretty good. Look at that. Lorelei is probably the most attractive Gen 1 Pokemon character, I'm going to say. I feel like a lot of people will go with Misty. I'll go with Lorelei. Misty's a child. Lorelei's a woman. Big Lorelei crowd out here tonight. Also, Misty's got little fish. Lorelei's got the Loch Ness Monster. I can't wait for my grandchildren to find these streams and hear me talking about fictional video game / anime character women. They're gonna be like, yep, that was Grandpa. He was insane. Almost as insane as his brother. You go Vaporeon. You're a man of culture. That's what that is. It's funny when you see those AI videos of like some important historical figure saying the Vaporeon blurb. You play Pokemon Go, there's like the strongest place. Play Pokemon Go, where's the strongest place you went to find one? I really didn't go out of my way much. When you play Pokemon Go, sometimes there's these little, like, if you don't have a Pokemon, it'll show up in this little radar that it's, like, nearby at a nearby Pokestop. But those are typically within, like, I don't know, like, I'm not going to say 100 feet, maybe, like, 500 feet. Can't put an exact number on it for you. Maybe half a mile. Maybe half a mile is the full extent of it. Sometimes I'd walk half a mile for it. But I'll tell you a story. I was playing Pokemon Go in Connecticut. In Connecticut, on the Long Island Sound, at low tide, there is an island that the tide separates and you can go out and you can walk to. And I think it's called Silver Sand Beach, and it's called Charles Island. It's called Charles Island at Silver Sand Beach. And the reason I remember this is I was like doing an Ian McKellen impression of like his Magneto from the X-Men movie saying, Charles! Charles! So anyway, my friends and I, we walked out to Charles Island at the low tide. And there is a Pokemon gym at Charles Island. And we put a Pokemon in the gym. I put a Pokemon in the gym. And I'm pretty sure it stayed there for weeks. Like, no one went out there to play Pokemon. Maybe months it stayed on Charles Island. Charles! So if you're ever in the Connecticut area, check out Silver Sand Beach, Charles Island. The walkway to it lasts about like an hour. So you have enough time to walk around the island. It's pretty interesting. And then when the tide comes up, I don't know what you do. You gotta run. I was on the island a handful of times. There weren't any good Pokemon on the island, though. I mean, there's like standard like beach / ocean Pokemon. Oh, I hit myself. See, right now, I'm 60 minutes into the stream. But last time I was doing this, every 20 minutes, I got a prize Pokemon. I'm going slow tonight. I think it's because, like, I'm talking, I'm whatever. Getting more so into the discourse of streaming again. Taking my time with it, enjoying it. Telling you guys stories. Alright, Lance time. Mewtwo, Alakazam, and Blastoise for this one. shiny hunting for Shadow Tyranitar in Pokemon Coliseum. Oh my god. God bless you. I know shiny hunting in Coliseum is really hard. I know you have to catch the Pokemon to see if it's shiny. It's not like you just enter into it. Well, first of all, you have to battle the trainer, right? And then the Pokemon shows up, and they can appear shiny, and then you catch them, and then they're no longer shiny. But for you to get a shiny, typically they appear non-shiny, you catch them, and then you see that they're shiny. Do I have that right? Because that's my understanding of it. I know Clock. What is his name? There's a Twitch streamer who shadow hunts and I think has gotten every single, or shiny hunts and got every shiny shadow Pokemon. Clockpit. His name is Clockpit. I don't know why my mind blanked on him. And he has a Discord called the Clock Tower. Clockpit, yes. Very cool. Very cool. I do not have the patience for it. I barely have the patience to try to catch every single Pokemon in 100% these games. And no, I will not be 100% in Stadium. For you to 100% Stadium, I think you have to win the Stadium battles with every single one of the 150 Pokemon. And then you're gifted with a Psyduck that knows the move Amnesia, which is like technically an illegal move for Psyduck. Oh no, I'm caught in the wrap. I'm going to be stuck in this wrap until... Oh, this didn't happen to me last time. That's 2 times that he used wrap. You got a lot of HP to take me down, Dragonair. The attack continues. That's the 3rd wrap. Caught in the wrap. I've really had any shinies, so I wanted to get some good ones. Shiny hunting sucks ass. It does. This is the 4th wrap. Do you know about shiny hunting in Gen 1? / Gen 2? There is, and I don't know if you'd consider this illegal or not, but there is the arbitrary code execution glitches. Like the 8F glitch in Gen 1. I've seen videos of people, Austin John plays, doing the... Oh, he missed. I'm able to attack now. Doing the 8F glitch to make the glitch Mew that you get into the Game Freak gift Mew. So that means it changes Mew's original trainer to GF, being Game Freak, and a specific trainer ID. So then you're able to put it into Pokemon Bank. And then later Pokemon Home. But you can do something with that 8F glitch, with that arbitrary code execution, where you can make the any Pokemon in that game, so any one of the first 150 Pokemon shiny. It's pretty hard to do, because for you to do this code execution, you have to go through a bunch of steps to get the 8F, and then once you have it, you have to have a bunch of very specific items with a very specific amount in your party, and then you have to have very specific Pokemon in your Pokemon party. And it's not like you could do that and then you could just switch the Pokemon to make another one shiny, because you, at a certain point, you have to dispose of certain specific items. You have to do this exactly right. There's a long list of things to do. I did it twice. I did it to get a shiny Mewtwo and to get a shiny Mew. Those are the only 2 times I did it. Never really played Gen 1 that much. Couldn't read when I played those games. I couldn't read when I played those games either. So no, sometimes I still think I don't know how to read. Sometimes I think I just know how to recognize words. But it's Pokemon. You don't need to read to know how to play Pokemon. I play Pokemon in Japanese. A friend of mine just bought me 5 Pokemon games in Japanese. And I can't wait to play them. Okay, so the classic Jolteon paralyzing me. Come on, let's do Psychic. Oh, Pin Missile, great. Let's kill him. Let's kill the Jolteon. Kill the Jolteon. Yes. And wipe him off the face of this planet. Oh, 1 HP. And he's going to switch out. Or he's going to use Pin Missile again. Attack missed. And I hit. Wow. Look at this, guys. We're doing well. We're doing a lot better against the rival this time than last time. And we are exactly 1 hour and 1 minute into the stream. I hate Executor. I hate Executor. Charizard it is. Alright, so Legend Singleton. Let's say you get this shiny Tyranitar that you're shiny hunting. Are you going to send him over to the Generation 3 games and like bring him up to the Switch? Because you should do that before you can't do that anymore. Because I know that they're going to be stopping the Pokebank support. Super effective. Barely did any damage. This is why I hate that Executor. It is a tank. Wow. Okay. That's why we have Alakazam. Just when I was thinking I was doing well, then this happens to me. He is on crack. He's a killer palm tree. Gotta outspeed him and hope for a freezing status condition. Okay, I gotta hit him like one more time and I think I can get him. He's got me in the toxic. Don't have a switch. Alright. So you're gonna, if you did it, would you keep him on Coliseum or would you put him onto like a Gen 3 game? Like what is the most recent up-to-date Pokemon game you have? Yeah, Black and White made me not want to play Pokemon games for a really long time. I hated Black and White. I actually played White version in Japanese. Like, the hype was real for me. I was excited for those games. I was coming off the heels of Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and that was, like, one of my favorite Pokemon games, so I was really excited for the next one. I was so excited, me and my friends were so excited, that one of my friends got an R4 card. This is when they kept releasing those games in Japan before they released them in the US. And he got a ROM of the Japanese game. And I played through the entirety of White in Japanese. And then when Black came out, I bought it day one. And I hated it. I hated it. I hated everything about it. I hated that these big city landscapes, you'd constantly have to go into a new area and like the screen would like go black and then reload. I hated the graphics. I hated the zoom in, zoom out. I didn't think that the DS could like fully do that. All right, Eevee or Bulbasaur? All right, we're stockpiling Omanytes. We received an Omanyte. That's fantastic. I'm taking all these Pokemon. They have a shiny chance. Gen 3 is probably the best generation. If you had a DS Lite or a DS and you had any of the Gen 3 games in the GBA slot and Heart Gold and Soul Silver in the DS slot, you're stacked. That's just that is an optimal play setup there. Into box 9 you go. Next to your Kabuto brothers. Is that an Eevee? Charmander? You know, a lot of people love black and white, and I hate black and white. I also feel like it was very linear. It was so linear. I know I go into this every single time anyone talks about black and white, but that's how heated black and white makes me. The map was so linear. You start out here, and then you go up there, and then you go there, and then boom, you're at the Elite Four. It's one line. And then you beat the game. The post-game, another line. I hated the new Pokemon. Ton of talking. I think that was like one of the first ones. I mean, there was a lot of talking in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. But I kind of overlooked it because I thought the graphics were... It looked nice. Black and white, I think, looks very ugly. Some of the Pokemon in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum had a really cool design. I didn't think any of them had a really cool design in black and white. So all of the little things that maybe I would have not had get to me ended up bothering me. It was magnified. And it all culminated into me not playing Pokemon X and Y when they came out. Or Black and White 2. I think I went back and played Sun and Moon because all my friends were doing it, and I just wanted to play a game with all my friends. And I beat it, but I don't think it's very memorable other than it being a tropical setting. And I like the idea of a game based on Hawaii. I think I also kind of like just hated the idea of like the game being based on New York for Black and White. I'm not a big fan of New York, even though I live like right here. I mean, I guess they could have done it and made it cool. I just think that it was just sloppy. Is your handwriting bad like the stereotype says? I think I have good handwriting. My dad thinks I have bad handwriting. I think my dad has bad handwriting. I'll tell you this thing about my handwriting, though. I'll be honest with you. The larger I have to write, the more my handwriting looks sloppy. The smaller I write, and I tend to like to write small, the neater it appears. The people at the front desk tell me that they can read my handwriting better than they could read my dad's. But my dad's it's not sloppy. It's very neat. It's very, like, beautiful. He has a lot of curves in his writing. There's not, like, any, like squiggles or, like, any uncertainty in it. It's very confident and it's very curvy. How I like my women is his handwriting. But I don't know what it says because it all kind of blends together. Like, is that an O? Is that a P? I don't know. Doctors have bad handwriting. Yeah. I try to make everything, like, very clear. But like I said, it's got to be small because that's where it looks better is when it's small. I found out the Tooth Fairy wasn't real because my dad would write me letters from the Tooth Fairy. Well, my dad would make me write letters to the Tooth Fairy when I lost a tooth. Like, I had to write a letter. I guess he wanted me to practice writing. And then he wrote letters from the Tooth Fairy back to me. And I recognized the handwriting because no one has handwriting like that. When my mom would write me letters from Santa, and I'm sorry if anyone watching this, if I'm ruining this. When my mom would write letters from Santa, she would purposefully change the handwriting. She would just like do lowercase, uppercase, lowercase, whatever, not straight lines, but you could read what it says. She thought of these things. But she didn't think of everything. I'm going to tell you guys a story. I'm going to tell you how Nick figured out the truth about Santa. When we were little kids, we would get manga volumes. And I think Nick was collecting Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z. And every Christmas we'd have Christmas at our house, and then we'd go to a family party. And at the family party, there would be gifts, like someone would dress up as Santa, and they would give out gifts, and they were really supposed to be like gifts from our grandparents. And Santa gave the manga volumes to Nick of, like, let's say 1, 2, 3. And then when we went out to this family party, the person who dressed up as Santa, who was supposed to give the gifts from our grandparents, gave the manga volume of 4. So Nick, knowing that that gift came from the grandparents, was like, how did the grandparents know that Santa was going to be giving me 1, 2, and 3? And that's how he figured it out. Sorry I ruined that for you, VHX. I hope your kids weren't listening to this either. Hope they're in bed right now. So yeah, that's the story. So things to think about when you have kids and you're doing presents from other family members. I'm wondering if there's a secret language between doctors and pharmacists because the handwriting. That's funny. You found out Santa wasn't real when you were 5? I feel like that's young. Maybe I was just a sheltered kid, but I feel like I found out around like 8 or 9 or something. I don't know. I feel like I found out a little bit late. I feel like I found out more relatively late because I just wanted to believe, you know? Like, you don't want to be the last kid who finds out, but you also want to believe as long as you can because there's some magic in it. The last kid who finds out is always, like, kind of a little bit out there. I dated a girl whose younger brother was the last kid who found out about Santa. And this kid was, like, going into 8th grade, in, like, 7th, 8th grade. And I was like, you can't keep doing this to the kid. You gotta sit him down and be like, hey, you can't believe this. Wrapping the training wheels for my bike the night before. Oh my god. That stinks. See, with me, several people told me there was a girl named Rebecca who I went to school with. And she told me, like, really early on, like 1st or 2nd grade. Maybe it was 2nd or 3rd grade. She told me somewhere in elementary school before 4th grade that Santa wasn't real. And I went home and I talked to my parents. And my dad, he was very clever with this. He says to me, well, is she a bad kid? And I go, yeah, she is a little bit of a bad kid. And then he goes, well, maybe her parents told her that because Santa wouldn't bring her anything. And I'm like, ah, that's it. That's what this is. And then later on, it was like a family friend's kid who said it in front of me and my dad and this kid's dad. And then he's like, Santa's not real. And I just turn and I look. And then the kid's dad's like, Jimmy, you can't say that. He doesn't know. And I'm like, oh, well, there it is. It's all but confirmed now. Talking about Santa. Talking about Santa on stream. Fighting Lance and talking about Santa. Mewtwo, Alakazam, and Blastoise. All right, we're doing the amnesia trick. The thing that I like about this game and Gen 1, me being the Gen 1er that I am, is that there was no special attack and special defense. It's all in there as special. So when you use a move like Amnesia to raise your special attack, it also raises your special defense. So that what Lapras just did to me. I think that was Thunderbolt, and I'm going to do it back to that Lapras. Did barely anything to me. But if I could just attack and not be confused, then I could one-shot this Lapras. Alright, here we go. Let's one-shot him. 420, dead Lapras. Fainted. Oh, we gotta hope that we take down this Dragonair before they... Oh, we're not paralyzed anymore. We're not confused. Are we confused still? Attack him, kill him. Oh no. Oh no, he's gonna catch me in the wrap. Oh, he's gonna Thunder Wave me, then he's gonna wrap me. Ah! Come on, Mewtwo, attack him, kill him. We can't get caught in the wrap. Now he used wrap. He used wrap. We're gonna be stuck in this for a while, guys. VA-Trax saw his mom wrapping training wheels, and now we're caught in the wrap. No, Mewtwo attacked. Mewtwo attacked. Mewtwo, kill him. Kill him now. Thank God. Okay. Dragonair's out of there. We're good. We're sailing. Moving along. Charizard. We have just the perfect move to shoot him out of the sky if he can attack. Oh, he's getting me in Fire Spin now. Now we're caught in this Fire Spin. We go from being caught in the wrap to being caught in the Fire Spin. And because the enemy team is using it, I'm going to be trapped in it for a longer period of time. The attack continues. The attack continues. Good. 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 Yeah, good. Can't move. Good. Good. Can't move. Can't move. Paralyzed. Confused. In a Fire Spin. The attack continues. Why wouldn't it continue? Fully paralyzed. That's fantastic. Slash, great. Good. All right, let's just hope we could outspeed it with Alakazam. Could have sent Blastoise in, had a little Charizard versus Blastoise, red versus blue action not going on over there, but let's do... I'll do Psychic. I could outspeed him. We'll do Psychic. Could outspeed him again and kill him. As long as he doesn't get me caught in those constant attacking moves. Oh, he still lived. Critical hit. I still live. I'm gonna get you now. I'm gonna Thunder Punch you. How you like me now? All right, champion battle now. Lance and Lorelei are the hardest of the Elite Four, and then the champion is something else. The rival. Okay. Mewtwo, Alakazam, and Charizard. Who's he gonna lead with? Please lead with Cloyster. I'd like it if you led with Cloyster. And not Jolteon. Oh, he led with Alakazam. That's an interesting choice. Well, get ready for this. I'm going to use Amnesia now. We're setting this up. I outsped your Alakazam. What are you going to use? Psychic on me? When will we play with the VR again? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like me and Frank have to go through Pokemon first. And if Frank finds some cool VR games, I'm open to recommendations. Preferably something horror. I like scary stuff in VR. I like scary stuff in general. So now Jolteon is going to paralyze me. And I'm going to have to try to hit with Psychic. Oh. Well, I might kill him. Wow. This is good. Death Clonic redeemed Wumbo.
Wumbo, I Wumbo, you Wumbo, he, she, me, Wumbo.
Thank you. Thank you for redeeming Wumbo. All right, this is pretty good. We're gonna be getting on track. It is 1 hour and 22 minutes, so that means we're a little bit over 20 minutes per run through. If we defeat the Sandslash right now. Have you seen Invasion of the Body Snatchers 1978? I have not seen that. I've heard of that. Let me just see if I've seen like pictures and images from it while this is going on. Invasion of Body Snatchers. Oh, there's a 1956 film as well. No, I never seen that. Looks like some creepy practical effects that I'm seeing. And a meme of a guy being like, you can watch it for free on Tubi. It's got some amazing practical effects. Yeah, it looked like some pretty cool practical effects. It was just a prank, Han. All right, come on. Eevee or Eevee or, not Blastoise. Eevee or Bulbasaur. Come on, give me the Bulbasaur. We need the Bulbasaur. 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 Or an Eevee. I'll take an Eevee too. Really? Really? Another Kabuto? I'm swimming in Kabuto. I'm swimming in Kabuto over here. Alien plants that turn people into zombies. Kabuto, Omanyte, Kabuto. All right, well, we're going to put this Kabuto in our party, and we're going to go back in. Kabuto, 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 Kabuto. Box 9, as per usual. Look, 3 Kabuto right here. We've gone through here 4 times today. Let's get a Bulbasaur. Battle. Would you watch the Human Centipede? I've never seen it. I don't want to see it. I'd probably watch it, though, if my friends were like, all right, we're going to watch the Human Centipede. I know about it. I know what it is. I know about the Human Centipede 2. In the Human Centipede 2, the Human Centipede was a movie, and some, like, crazy guy watched it, and then he wanted to actually make it in real life. I know all about it. Never actually seen it, though. I have to reselect. Why did I choose Charizard? I don't like the shock horror for shock's sake. I'm more of like I like slashers. I like cool concepts. Like I do like the classics like Halloween, the Scream movies. I even like the bad Halloween movies. I watched a good amount of I watched the original Friday the 13th, and I've seen bits and pieces of pretty much all of them. I saw Late Night with the Devil was the last horror movie that I saw in theaters, and I liked that a lot. I thought that was a really good movie. That's like a talk show host in the 1970s hosts a late night TV show where he's bringing on all these like supernatural people who are psychics, a little girl who's supposedly possessed, whatever. And it takes place like in real time as if you're watching a TV show broadcast. And some creepy stuff happens. A lot of creepy stuff happens. It was really good. It was a really good movie. I highly recommend it. I saw... What else is good? I really like that Malignant movie. It's a James Wan movie. I like a lot of James Wan horror stuff. His Conjuring movies. In the Conjuring universe, Annabelle Creation is really good. It's really scary. It freaked me out a lot. Not the original Annabelle, but Annabelle Creation was good. I should have a watch party this Halloween. Yeah, that would be fun. Human Centipede's what you should watch if you're high. I wouldn't want to watch horror. I feel like I'd get really paranoid if I watched these horror movies in an altered state of consciousness. Maybe a couple drinks is fine, but like anything else, I wouldn't do and watch horror movies. I like the Insidious movies. I think I like all of the Insidious movies. Some of them are clearly better than the other ones. The first 2 are really good. They're exceptionally good. The third one doesn't feel like an Insidious movie. It felt like it was like a generic horror movie that they tacked some Insidious characters onto like the last third of. Insidious 4, I liked. Insidious 5 was the original cast comes back. And for some reason, I couldn't really get into it because they kind of like ruined this family after like they had this family, they ruined it, they saved it, they ruined them again. All right, so I like Insidious 1, 2, and 4. Insidious 1 is really good. It's also really good that it kind of like leaves you on that cliffhanger for Insidious 2. See, I'm getting stuck in these moves where they just constantly keep attacking. Come on, Mewtwo. Kill him. Kill the Cloyster. I've never seen Cloverfield. I know that that's the found footage one. and there's monsters, and then there's like 10 Cloverfield Lane, which is like completely separate. The thing about the Insidious ones, though, is 1 and 2 are connected. They're very, very connected. And then they're connected to like 5. So you could really watch 1, 2, 5, and it's the trilogy about that one family. Or you can watch 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it's about the old woman and her like ghost hunting team. I'm not big on shaky cam. I'm not a big fan of shaky cam. I'm also not a big fan of what's his name? Who was the director of that? Was that J.J. Abrams? Not a big Abrams fan. Mr. Mystery Box himself. J.J. Abrams doesn't know where he's going in a story, I feel like. Like, he was the Lost guy, and I feel like they're just making that up as they go. And then he had the Star Wars movies, and that was the same thing, where he essentially just told A New Hope again. Oh, come on, Pikachu, we gotta kill Lapras. But then the course went off track with the second one of the new ones, and then he had to bring it on home, and they're making it up as they go. Cool concepts, but no idea how to end it. Yeah, exactly. And I'm a big... Wait, did I paralyze him, or I meant to... It's fully paralyzed, okay. Thunderbolt. I'm big into endings. Like the new Halloween franchise, they had a great first movie. The second movie was like, okay. And then the third movie was... The third movie, like, the second movie doesn't even, like, lead into the third movie. The third movie was like someone wrote a script for a horror movie, and then they attached the ending to a Halloween franchise onto the last 15 minutes of it. I didn't like that last Halloween movie. I'm trying to think of other good horror. Oh, you know what was a really good horror movie that I liked a lot? Was the new Evil Dead Rising. It came out like over a year ago. I really liked Evil Dead Rising. I thought that was a good movie. I thought that was a scary movie. And then Mike Myers came out of nowhere and killed everyone for some reason. Yep, those are all the Halloween movies. But the best part of them is the continuity is so different across all the Halloween movies. So you could kind of like mix and match different timelines of what you prefer if you want the story to be. It's really up to choose your own adventure story, starting with one movie and then an array of possible sequels. Do you want Mike Myers to be in a cult? Do you want Mike Myers to be related to Jamie Lee Curtis? Do you not want Mike Myers to be related to Jamie Lee Curtis? Possibilities are endless. You want Jamie Lee Curtis to die? You want her to live? You want to pretend some of them never happened? Because I can't blame you if you want to pretend some of them you never wanted you wanted some of them that never happened. Yeah, I saw the originals. I saw all of them. Like, I ate them up when I was a kid. Like, when I was in middle school, like, that was my jam. I had the Halloween theme as my cell phone ringtone. People are like, there's Joey. He's the weird kid with a creepy ringtone. Really like the Rob Zombie ones? I don't... Actually, you know what? I have a correction. I said I watched all of them. I did not watch the second Rob Zombie one. I watched the first one. I thought it was pretty cool. Spends a lot more time on his childhood, like trying to explain it, which is a different angle, and then it kind of speed runs the rest of it. But yeah, I thought it was fine. Oh, Frank is calling me now. Now I'm getting the call. Here we go. Good evening.
Good evening. Are you still streaming?
I'm still streaming.
Okay. So VHX Redeem give you a call and wants to know when. What was the question? Let me find out. Set up a trip to Donovan's Reef.
Nick is the mayor of Donovan's Reef.
Mayor of Donovan's Reef. Okay.
Yeah, I've actually never been to Donovan's Reef, and I thought Nick was going to come down here at some point tonight, but it doesn't look like he's coming down. But I actually wanted to set up a redemption of that, where we have a picture of Nick in front of it. I gotta go down there and take a picture of Nick in front of it, and then we're gonna set that up as a redemption.
All right, cool.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. How's your VR stream going?
It's going really good. We're almost up to the Wario game.
Oh yeah. So how many games did you make it through?
5. We're on the 5th game, and then we're gonna do the 6th one.
That's cool. You want to hear something interesting?
Yes.
Okay, I have a friend who is in Japan right now. And he picked me up a bunch of Japanese Pokemon games over there, like 5 Japanese Pokemon games, which I think is like amazing. I gotta play those on stream when he gets back.
Okay.
Yeah, because you know how I got the Japanese games, and I play through them on stream. Now I got more. Yeah. Now I got more.
Cool.
Yep. How late you think you're gonna be going till?
Another hour and a half, probably.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna cut it off within this hour. I'm waking up. I'm going water park tomorrow.
Oh, cool, nice.
Yeah.
I gotta work tomorrow.
Yeah. I have off tomorrow, so I'm happy.
Oh, awesome. Enjoy.
All right, sounds good. Have a good night. Have a good stream.
Take care.
Bye. Here we go. My cousin Frank, the king of APOC himself.
Hail to the king, baby.
Death Clonic has off for work 2 tomorrow. There we go. Justice Fries with the snubble. I'm trying to recreate that other one. There we go. Anyone doing daytime stream tomorrow? I don't know. Maybe it depends on when I get back from this water park, if I'm tired or not. Maybe. Death Clonic's up for one. Mewtwo, Alakazam, and Blastoise. Death Clonic, what have you been streaming? VHX is working from home. Oh, I gotta kill this Dragonair before he wraps me. Beat Dead Rising and Fable. Dead Rising, I remember that game. One of my friends came over and played that game. They brought that game with them on the Xbox, and that was the game where the zombies in the mall, and it's like it's like the movie. It's like the movie with the zombies in the mall. Dawn of the Dead. Dawn of the Dead. I should know. It's a Zack Snyder movie. That's Zack Snyder's first movie. I have my copy of Dawn of the Dead signed by him in my room. Just like Dawn of the Dead. Fable is WoW for Xbox. Never played it. Never played WoW either, believe it or not. Night of the Living Bread. I'm going to tell you something about bread. Like actual bread. Not like let's get this bread, or Night of the Living Dead bread. When I was down the shore, I go to this bakery. It's in Lavalette. It's called Colonial Bakery. The water damage from Hurricane Sandy is still there. It's a little run down, but let me tell you this. It has the best cinnamon bread. When I was down the shore and we rented that house with my friends, they went out to the store and they were like picking up like, eggs, stuff to cook in the eggs, like with an omelet, like tomatoes and onions, burgers for the grill, hot dogs for the grill, the essentials. So they're like, "Are you gonna come with us?" And I go, "No, I'm gonna go run some more errands. I'm gonna pick up some other stuff for the house." I don't tell them what I'm picking up. Me and my brother bike out to this Colonial Bakery, and I pick up the cinnamon bread. Not one, not two, but 3 loaves of this cinnamon bread. And I put all 3 loaves into one of those duffel bags, and I put it on my back, and I ride back to the house with it, 2 miles. And they're like, "What'd you pick up?" And I go, "Bread." And they're like, "Bread?" And I'm like, "Trust me, 3 loaves of this stuff. You got to try it." We went through 2 loaves in a day and a half. I want to go back there just for the bread. Bread was amazing. They were laughing at the bread, and then they tasted that bread. And then they had that bread toasted. That bread with butter. And I'm thinking about the bread. I'm thinking about those cinnamon swirls. It's fantastic. I ate so much bread that I think I gained 10 pounds of weight in bread. Season pass you get, how many times would you go be more than enough for your money's worth? 2 times. If you went 2 times, you get your money's worth as season pass. That's some good bread. When bread is done right, it is absolutely as euphoric. Like, we had some of my brother's friends came over to stop at the house, and they came in, they're like, "Oh, hey, how's it going? This is cool. You guys have like this rooftop hangout that you could do over here." And I go, "If you think this is cool, you have to check this out." They're like, what is that? And I go, "This bread." And everyone starts like laughing. And they're like, "No, you can't be serious." And I'm like, "I'm serious." And then the people who know, they know. They go, that stuff, that is the stuff. This Charizard keeps attacking me. The attack continues again. You're not going to kill me. You're not going to kill me. Bread is just filler. You have to burn it off easy. Yeah, I got to burn it off. I've been feeling a little chunky since that trip. It's not just that. I've had a few recreational beverages when I was down there. A few too many. I was on vacation. You wake up, you have the rec bev. You have another rec bev before you go to the beach. You go to the beach, and then you go to the bar on the beach, and you get another one. Or 2 more. You do a shot before you go on the ride. You come back. You do a shower beer. You do a roof beer. You pregame dinner with another beverage. You have a beverage with dinner. You gotta have one afterwards. You go out afterwards, you go to the bar, you get another one. But I mean, it's over the span of hours. It's vacation. It doesn't count. That's how you do vacation. I gotta start slowing down. I went out today when we got dinner, and I didn't get any drinks with dinner. I went out yesterday. I went into Queens yesterday. There's a lot of Colombians in Queens. They had the Colombian game on. My girlfriend made me go take the trains into Queens with her, and we went to a beer garden there. And I'm like, I'm not going to have anything. And then she's like, let's get a beer. And I'm like, I'll have 1 beer. Had 1 beer. Stopped there. Her friends kept offering more drinks. So I go, just 1. I got to slow this down. I drank too much over the weekend. Not going to drink now. Going to go to the water park tomorrow. Not going to drink anything. Oh, death climbing with the push-ups. All right, I'll do the push-ups. Let me finish this battle, though, and I'll do the push-ups. Gotta outspeed this Charizard. The guy that invented amusement parks did it so people would stop drinking and doing as much drugs. Oh my god, and there they are. They're doing it and then they're drinking. Push-ups or drink? I'm gonna push-ups. Alright, here we go, guys. 15 push-ups. I need it. Good thing it wasn't chest day today. It was back day. I went to the gym, did some back. Alright. Doing this for you, Death Clonic. There we go. Hope you saw that. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you liked that. Gotta get the camera over a little bit. There we go. Avoid the beer belly. Doesn't go away. Oh no. My wire is... Alright, rival battle time. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do the actual push-ups. The thing that stinks, though, is like when you guys redeem it sometimes, it's like inopportune times. But I always end up doing it. I end up doing it sometimes at the end of the stream, and sometimes I forget. And then you guys got to remind me, hey, you didn't do the push-ups. I usually do more sometimes to account for that. All right, sending out the Jolteon. Old Jolty boy. Amnesia time, guys. Amnesia time. The dog has not come down. The dog has not come down all stream.
Where's the dog?
Ricky has not been doing too well in the heat. It's really hot over here. I ended up buying a new soldering iron, actually. I bought a higher quality one, but I found out that my issue with it was that I was setting the temperature too high, and it was just burning the solder off immediately rather than melting it and transferring it. I hate Executor. I hate you. I hate you so much. He always has the Executor, and I despise the Executor. I hate the Executor. Get ready for Charizard. Does Ricky have shoes to avoid the pavement? No. No, I don't think we've tried to put clothing on him before, and he just keeps biting it, and he doesn't let us put it on him. And... oh my god, this stupid Executor. It's gonna ruin everything for me. Charizard outspeed him. Yeah, it's too hot. His paws hurt him. We don't take him out on the long walks like we do in the other times of the year. My dad will walk him earlier in the morning. I'll walk him at night when it gets dark. Sometimes we'll take him out for like a quick one just to like poop and pee. Yeah, it's like 90 degrees over here now. Anything over 85 is too much. I agree with you. Well, a big thing too is the what was I gonna say? The humidity. Like if the humidity is bad, that's a game changer. Kick and rip grass up. No, he doesn't. He actually doesn't kick up the grass, which is good. We got to watch out, though, because sometimes he ends up eating the grass. He's going to try to paralyze me, and I'm going to switch Pokemon to Mewtwo, who's already been paralyzed. Sometimes he tries to eat the grass. This is something that happened last week. This is kind of disgusting, but I'm going to tell you guys this anyway. Whenever he eats a big clump of grass, it comes out of his ass, and it kind of, like, sticks there. And it doesn't, like, he's very uncomfortable. It's just hanging. It's a pile of grass with, like, kind of crap stuck in between it. And when we try to go and pull it out, like, if we get a bag, we try to take it out, he's, like, very protective over his ass. He, like, tries to bite us. He won't let us get near it. He's embarrassed that he even has it. And if you walk him around enough, sometimes it'll come out. Other times, we try to wait for him to poop again, and if he doesn't poop within like 24 hours, we take him to the vet and put him in a muzzle. One time they had to put him out. They had to kind of drug him to get to it and clean it out. Because I think whatever he had was a little bit more than just grass. Yeah. You remember this? Yeah. Yeah, it happened a fair amount of times, and then it happened recently again this week. And the thing is, it was really hot out. Even though it was nighttime, it was still really hot out, and I had to get him back into the car. And I kept kicking at the grass to try to, like, kick it out of his ass from hanging there. And he keeps moving his butt away. He doesn't let you get near it. I'm trying to help him. He doesn't understand that. And you put him in the car, and it's dangling out there, and it's rubbing up against the seats. It's gross. And then I got to wipe down and clean the car afterwards. Get a tarp, yeah. Alright, come on, Mewtwo. Kill the Arcanine. It's getting close. Now that I'm paralyzed, I think Arcanine's going to outspeed me. He's going to dig. Oh, he's going to kill me. SUV. I use a crate in the back of the Sun when traveling with my dog. Up in the back of the SUV when traveling with him. Ricky was crate trained for a year, and he hated it, and he cried in the crate every single night. And then we let him sleep with us, and he always wants to sleep with us now. He mainly sleeps with my brother, though, because they're both, like... They're both just muscle. They're both just, like, mounds of muscle. And they both move around like crazy in their sleep. We always used to joke around, like, if you slept in the bed with Nick, he'd turn sideways and push you off the bed. And then he'd sleep with his feet off the bed, hanging off there, sideways. And it's true. And Ricky does the same thing. Ricky has to, like, nudge into every crevice of your body, and then he slowly pushes you off of the bed. Nick is home. I thought he was going to be coming down here, but I guess not. I think he's going to be going to bed. I think if he's not already in bed. He said he had to do more work, but he never came back here to do it. Maybe he did it upstairs in his room. I'm not too sure. I had dinner with him. And then I showered, and then he was going in the shower. But I know he has to be up early. Let's see. We beat the champion again. What was that? Number 5? Eventually you'll see Nick again, stuck in the hammock. All right, give me the Bulbasaur. Give me the Bulbasaur so we can end this. you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, stop giving me the fossil Pokemon. I really don't want the fossil Pokemon. Just give me a starter or an Eevee or something. I won't even get mad if he gave me another Charmander. I know I'm hoarding Charmanders, but Charizard's my favorite Pokemon. Why do you gotta keep giving me the fossil Pokemon? You always get what you can't have. You always want what you can't get. Alright. Can't sell it or trade it. No, it's actually like a rare Pokemon. Like, when this game came out, right? See, if you play Pokemon Red and Blue, you only get one starter in your game. So if you get Charmander, you can't get Squirtle or Bulbasaur unless you traded someone. And who in their right mind would want to trade away their starter? Well, I'll tell you who. People who have multiple different games. For example, I was the kid who had Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. I was spoiled. But the thing was, I wasn't spoiled enough to erase my save file. I wouldn't want to erase my save file. So, someone like me would want to play Pokemon Coliseum, and not Pokemon Coliseum, Pokemon Stadium, and get one of these Pokemon gifted to me. Now, there's other Pokemon in the game, like the fossil Pokemon that you saw, Kabuto and Omanyte. And in Mount Moon, you have the choice to get the Dome Fossil, which was Kabuto, or the Helix Fossil, which is Omanyte. And you can only pick one, and an NPC takes the other fossil. So you would want to play this game to get the other fossil, whatever one you were missing. And then there's another choice in this game. That's between the two fighting type Pokemon, Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee. So you would want to play this game to get whichever one, again, you're missing. And then there's Eevee, who has 3 possible evolutions. Flareon, Vaporeon, and Jolteon. And you can only do one. You only get one Eevee in the game. So to do the other 2, gotta play this game. This is the last time I'm going through it for the night. So in that sense, this game is like a really good like supplemental tool to help you complete the Pokédex. I wish Pokemon Stadium 2 were like that. Apparently, there's only 2 prizes for Pokemon Stadium 2. A Sneasel and like a Scizor, I think. Let me look this up right now for sure. Pokemon Stadium 2 prize. Pokemon. Yeah, a Scizor and a Farfetch'd. That kind of stinks. You would think Pokemon Stadium 2, there's more starters you can't get. In Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal, the original starters are unobtainable in the game. So that being Literally Charmander, Squirtle, Bulbasaur. And the fossil Pokemon are unobtainable, so that being Kabuto, Kabutops, Omanyte, Omastar, and also all the legendaries, being Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, Mewtwo, Mew, plus the starters from Gen 2 that you didn't pick. So if you picked Cyndaquil, you had no way of obtaining Totodile or Chikorita. So you would think that Pokemon Stadium 2 would provide you with those Pokemon as prizes. But instead, they give you 2 Pokemon which are not rare. I mean, they have special, like, illegal moves, sure. But, come on, give me a Pokemon that, like, I need. Give me a good reward. Wow, look at this. Lorelei took down one of our Pokemon. Good for you. Good for you. Bruno is the easiest member of the Elite Four to defeat. If you have Psychic Pokemon, you can take down his Fighting-type Pokemon. If you have Water Pokemon or Grass Pokemon, you can take down his Rock-type. Very inopportune. The only thing they're strong against, I guess, would be Normal-type. Is Fighting-type strong against Normal-type? Fire-type is weak against Rock. Electric type is weak against Rock, but I'm not going to use my Mewtwo, or not Mewtwo. I'm not going to use my Pikachu or my Charizard against his Rock type Pokemon. But he's got Rhydon. He's got the original first Pokemon, Rhydon. Welcome on in, first time chatter, Pink Rose. That is the first time I saw Mewtwo in Stadium. Yeah, there he is. There he is. I'm not playing with rentals. I'm using my N64 transfer pack from my yellow version to play with Mewtwo. I'm playing with rentals from my yellow version, so the rival has a Jolteon, and he always uses the Jolteon. And I think that that is the hardest starter that you can oppose the rival having. Because what he'll do is Jolteon is always going to outspeed you. Mewtwo has good speed. Alakazam has good speed. Jolteon, though, is just demon. And even if you're on par with him with speed, he's going to paralyze you, and then he's going to outspeed you. I always make sure my team leads with Mewtwo, Alakazam, and then I switch out to one of my starters or Pikachu. So, like, for this one, for instance, she's got a Venusaur. I'm going to go with Mewtwo, Alakazam, and then Charizard. Not that it's ever going to get to it, but my Charizard could counter that Venusaur. Charizard really comes in handy with the rival, though, because I hate the rival's Executor. When the rival has the Jolteon and the Executor on the team, it's just like the hardest combination of the team. I'm confused. I'm glad he still attacked. when you play the original Game Boy Advance games, Red, Blue, and Yellow, for some reason, Agatha is always switching out her Pokemon. Just like out of nowhere. And I feel like they kind of put that in Pokemon Stadium because Agatha also switches out her Pokemon here a lot. No longer confused, but fully paralyzed. Fantastic. Come on, Mewtwo, end him. You know what I hate the most? In Stadium 2, the fighting gym leader has trainers with water types that spam Horn Drill non-stop. Oh my god, I've never actually played Stadium 2. I will tell you this, I did pick it up the other day. It's right here. So we're gonna make our way to that eventually. Not tonight, but I have it. So in the future, stay tuned. But now I'm going for all of my. Now I'm going for all of the starters though. I'm trying to win all of the prizes, except for the Psyduck. I'm not going for the Psyduck. I'm going for a Bulbasaur. I really could use the Bulbasaur. I think I have everyone else, except for the Bulbasaur. Please show me to kick butt. I'll do my best. I'll do my best. Lance is a little tough. Lapras is always a little rough. Lapras is going to try to paralyze me right now. I'm going to outspeed and use Amnesia. He's going to confuse me. Yeah, he's going to confuse me. And then he's going to use Thunderbolt. I've done this enough times to know that. But the thing that's the most annoying is Dragonair with Wrap and Charizard with Fire Spin. Come on, Mewtwo attack. Mewtwo attacked. Good. And kill the Lapras. Kill that 420 HP Lapras. Thank you. Alright, Aerodactyl. That's fine. We could take him down easy. Aerodactyl has very good speed, but even my confused Mewtwo, I think, will outspeed him and take him out easily. So he's either got a Charizard, a Dragonair. I don't even know what else he could possibly have after that. Kangaskhan, Rhydon, Kangaskhan. Okay, see, this is actually a relatively easy team for Lance to have. I think his hardest permutation of the team is Lapras, Charizard, Dragonair. It's kind of odd they didn't give him a Dragonite. His like signature Pokemon in the game. All right, champion. This is our last one for tonight, so I really hope we win the Bulbasaur. Mewtwo, Alakazam, Charizard. That's my team going into the rival. Oh, this is great. I love it when he sends out the Cloyster first. I outspeed and one-shot him with Thunderbolt. Oh, good. He switched out. Great. And now he's going to switch into Jolteon. Oh, Executor. Even worse. Even worse. That's fantastic. Oh, I paralyzed him. That's pretty good. Okay, so now I'm going to switch into Charizard. That's why we carry around Charizard with us at all times. Charizard has to take down this beast, Executor. Even though I'm poisoned, it's not going to affect my speed like being paralyzed will. Oh, Leech Seed is a pain, though. Probably going to send out Cloyster. Jolteon. Oh, wow. Should I try? Alright, Charizard's dead, but it took off a good chunk of his HP. Alright, Mewtwo. Hopefully my Mewtwo can outspeed this Jolteon. I'm not confused, I'm not paralyzed, anything like that. I outsped him. Alright, one more Pokemon. Then this is going to be win number 5 of the night. Super effective. Oh, did not knock him down. All right, guys, let's hope for a Bulbasaur. If not a Bulbasaur, an Eevee. If not an Eevee, I'll take a Charmander or Squirtle. But if I get another one of those fossil Pokemon, I'm not going to be happy. Have you ever seen Night of the Comet? No, I have not seen that. Sounds like an old horror movie. Sounds like Night of the Living Dead or Haunting on Hill House or Night of the Living Dummy, the Goosebumps slappy story. All right, come on, Bulbasaur, 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 Bulbasaur. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. pretty old, but it was a lot of fun. What kind of horror movie is that? Give me a little taste. Give me no spoilers, but like give me a little taste of what it is. I'll put this next to my other 3 Kabutos. Kind of like the Twilight Zone. 2B has Street Sharks. Like, oh no, everyone is gone. There's a Twilight Zone episode like that. Pretty sure. All right, guys. I'm done. We're ending it here. We're sticking a pin in it. I'm rating Frank. Good night, everyone. Thank you for hanging out with me. Hopefully next time we'll get that Bulbasaur we needed. We got one of the Pokemon we needed. Now we need a Bulbasaur. Now we need one more. Good night.